Example 3. In this example, we're going to look at integrating by parts, but when we have an initial value problem. So that's when we're going to go ahead and solve for that plus c and just get the answer for the particular solution. So in the previous problems, we've gotten the plus c. Now we're going to do one extra step and go ahead and solve for it. So the first thing I want to note is that it says that y equals -1 when x equals 1. So it's really helpful to write this as the coordinate 1, -1, because that's your x value and that's your y value. That comes in handy because you don't want to get them backwards. So let's go ahead and start this off. I got dy dx is equal to x ln of x. So we're going to multiply both sides by dx. Cancels off. And we get dy is equal to x ln of x dx. So now what we're going to want to go ahead and do is integrate both sides. So you get y is equal to the integral of x ln of x dx. Now, when doing these problems, my instinct is to make u equal to x and du equal to dx because it goes away, which means that dv is going to be ln of x dx. And this is where you get into a problem because then what is v? It's too complicated. I know what it is. If you memorize it, awesome. But it's too complicated. So when you have the ln, you actually usually want to make the u equal to ln of x. It doesn't always work. It just comes from experience. You do a lot of these and you'll recognize which ones you want to make u and which one you want to make dv. So du is 1 over x. And then my dv is going to be x dx. So my v is x squared over 2 plus c, but we don't need to write that. So I'm going to replace my integral. So this is going to be equal to u. Remember the formula is uv minus the integral v du. So it becomes ln of x times x squared over 2 minus the integral of v, which is x squared over 2 times du, 1 over x dx. I do recommend trying not to swap things when you're first learning this. Just write them directly in order. Now we're going to make it look prettier. X squared ln of x divided by 2 minus, I can bring out that 1/2, and then these are going to cancel. So I'm left with the integral of just x dx. So I get x squared ln of x over 2 minus 1/2 times x squared over 2 plus c. So I get x squared ln of x over 2 minus x squared over 4 plus c. So that's my equation. Okay, so it is good to make the note that this is called the general solution. Okay, so when you have that plus c, that gives you the general solution. So our next step is to use our ordered pair, which was 1, -1. So again, the 1 is my x value and the -1 is my y value. So it's going to be -1 is equal to x squared ln of 1 divided by 2 minus 1 squared divided by 4 plus c. Okay, now all we got to do is solve. So we know ln of 1 is 0. That whole thing goes away. So I get -1 is equal to -1/4 plus c. I add 1/4 to both sides, and I get -3/4 for c. So very last step, all you have to do is put the c back. So you get y is equal to x squared ln of x over 2 minus x squared over 4 minus 3/4. And that's it. This is our particular solution. All right, so I want you to go ahead and try this one on your own. It's basically the same problem, but instead of x ln of x, we have x squared ln of x. Okay, so go ahead, pause the video, give it a shot. All right, so the first thing I do is I write this as 1, -1. And then just so I can have that point somewhere. So I get dy is equal to x squared ln of x dx. Then I integrate both sides like that. So I get y is equal to the integral of x squared ln of x dx. So I'm going to let u equal ln of x. du is 1 over x dx. dv then is x squared So v is x cubed over 3, and then plus c. All right. So I'm going to rewrite my integral uv minus the integral v du. uv minus integral v du. So it's ln of x times x cubed over 3 minus the integral of v x cubed over 3 du is 1 over x dx. So just to be very clear about where all the pieces are going. Du goes here. U goes here. And v goes here and here. So uv minus the integral v du. So I get x cubed ln of x over 3 minus 1/3 times the integral of x squared dx. Do a little integration, and that equals y. So then we just got to plug in our point and solve. So here we go. So we get our final answer is going to be x cubed ln of x over 3 minus x cubed over 9 minus 8 over 9 is our final answer.